Michael Buffer moments after the BKB 2 fight. Michael, what's your opinion about the BKB?
My opinion is the same as all the referees that I've seen work the show. They all love it. It's a challenge for the fighters. We had two bona fide middleweight contenders that have fought for the middleweight title in the ring tonight with Curtis Stevens and Gabe Rosado, and they ended up in a draw. Rosado, in his last fight when he won this BKB title, stopped Brian Vera, who of course is a fighter. Everybody thought he beat Chavez a year and a half ago. So good fighters, they make good fights. The undercard was great, and it makes for an exciting fight. You have 2 minutes in each round. Only 5 rounds, only 7 rounds if it's for a BKB title, and they can let it all hang out. So it just makes for a very challenging and interesting fight.
Now, Layla McCartney, she was in the undercard. She was very entertaining, probably the best fight of the night. What do you think boxing has to do to change their mentality of women boxing? Maybe to promote them a little bit more better, and maybe at least pay them at least better what they're being paid. What do you think? Obviously, because UFC changed their mentality now. Ronda Rousey's the big ticket. What do you think boxing has to do to maybe raise the women boxing up?
Say that again. To raise what?
To raise women boxing up in
women's boxing.
Yeah, women's boxing.
Oh, yeah. But what we need to have more competitive fights, and by that we need to have more women involved in it that can compete at an upper level. In the UFC, they have a woman, Ronda, that is in a league of her own with no competition. So that really doesn't make for anything exciting to watch, just to see her finish somebody off in 14 seconds. You have to have something that's compelling, have to have a challenge. So, we really need to have more women that are evenly matched. When somebody comes along that's really good, great, like a Lucia Riker or and that type of nobody that can compete with her. So I'm hoping through the years, European women's boxing has developed quite a bit more than it has in America. So I'm hoping that it's more competitive and better matchups. So we'll have to wait and see.
Okay, 2 more questions, Mike. What is probably the most memorable fight you've ever announced in your life?
Still my favorite fight for sitting at ringside and just watching a great fight was February of 1989 when Ian Barkley had just captured the middleweight title, and his first title defense was against Roberto Duran in Atlantic City. Just one of the best fights.
Now, obviously, Mayweather Pacquiao. Can you talk about the importance of that fight? I don't want a prediction, but just talk about your opinion about how important that fight is to boxing.
Mayweather Pacquiao?
Yeah, Mayweather
Pacquiao. A great fight. As far as it being one of the greatest fights ever, we'll know better on May 3rd, the day after, when we look back at it and say, wow, it was a great fight. Well, congratulations, it wasn't that great a fight, but congratulations for making a great payday and for bringing boxing, to the attention of fans around the world, especially crossover fans, which really is what it takes to make a very lucrative fight.
Well, thank you, Michael, for this interview. I'm looking forward to see you. I think May 3rd, or when's your next fight you're going to announce?
Oh, I'm off doing some Major League Baseball home openers and a few things around the country. And we've got the big HBO boxing doubleheader coming up on April 18th. And something after that, I forget what it is. Then it goes on May 2nd. It's Pacquiao and Mayweather.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you next announce, and thank you for this interview also.